Let's speak to one man with a huge amount of experience in the holiday industry in Cornwall. Andrew Baragwanath is the chairman of the British Holiday and Home Parks Association. He also owns Air Holiday Park in St Ives. Andrew, morning to you.
Good morning.
This is all quite complicated, isn't it? We heard from Sue Jewell earlier on about being put potentially in the position of trying to police this and having to tell people, no, you can't stay here, and how awkward, how confrontational that can feel. What's your take on it?
Well, my take is I'm not a tourism policeman, if you like, and the more restrictions the government brings in, the more I would expect the government to give financial support to businesses. We've been talking about half term. We are about 80% booked for that time on our holiday park. We've had some people phoning up to postpone the holidays because they are living in high-risk areas, and credit to them for doing that. If tourism was really a big driver of COVID-19, I think Cornwall would have seen a much bigger increase following the summer. You know, there was a lot of fears back in the spring when they talked about reopening, and actually Cornwall is still in the lowest level of infections. So it's more about how people behave, how they travel, how they behave when they're here, rather than just saying, oh, well, people from a certain area must be high risk and be transmitting the disease.
Interesting that you say that some people have taken the decision not to come. Are there others from areas that haven't done that are still intending to come?
I'm sure some of them are still intending to come. And in fact, areas...
But I meant to you. I meant to your holiday park.
We will... Yes, I'm sure we have people from high-risk areas who are still intending to come. We'll be checking sort of postcodes and things, but as current government guidelines go, they are free to travel. If they're showing any symptoms, they must not. But currently, people are not effectively imprisoned. And I know the Welsh government has decided to exclude people from England in high-risk areas. It almost facts a little bit of, oh, well, if all else fails, just blame the English, which unfortunately I think may have a backlash in the future. People have long memories sometimes, this kind of thing. And as I say, unless people are showing symptoms, they are free to travel at the moment.
Yeah, that obviously is open to them as well. In terms of the half-term period, I mean, how lucrative a time is that for you generally or not?
It's not a huge earner for us compared to the peak season. You know, we are in a lowest price bracket now, but it does finish off the season quite nicely. I mean, my business actually is open all year round. We don't close, but we do see a significant fall off in occupancy come November. So, yes, it's a nice little fillip towards the end of the season, but it's not a make or break for us.
No. We heard earlier on about Unite suggesting that Cornwall's MPs hadn't batted hard enough for people in Cornwall, for the Cornish economy, particularly for the tourism industry. How would you respond to that?
I wouldn't criticise our MPs, in fairness. I think they've worked very hard on our behalf. They have obviously political as well as practical and economic factors to look at. So, no, I don't have any criticism of our MPs. I think what we've received from government in terms of the furlough, business rates, the VAT reduction has been very good. But if this carries on, then in terms of the government has to look at export to business.
Andrew, good to talk to you as ever. Thank you very much for being with us this morning. Andrew Baragwanath, he is from the British Holiday and Home Parks Association, chairman of that group, also running the Air Holiday Park in St Ives.